Look what I just found in my drawer. It's a pack of sticky notes, but look where they're from. Miss you, Marshall Kmart. Anyway, it's time for Spotify Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday edition, where we listen to another 20 songs off the old Spotify New Music Friday playlist. And you're thinking, well, it's Monday. Isn't that old news now? It's like, well, yes and no. Yes, it's 3 days old news, but how many of you out there actually listen to all 100 songs on the first day? I tried that once. Ended up with an hour-long video, so we're going to do it a little slower. Up first today is Lil Pump and Illuminati. It would just be like the Illuminati to do a song in a language I don't know. Sounds like an angry song about the Illuminati, though, so I don't think he's happy. I'm not either. It's very mediocre. Up next is Raja Kumari with NRI. She is really interesting. I am not familiar with her. She was born to Indian American immigrants in the who came here in the 70s, so she's American born and raised. But she's, boy, you can definitely hear the influence of Indian music in her stuff, like India. But yeah, she does rapping and singing, and she's really good. This goes in the good file. Raja Kumari is somebody I'm going to keep an eye on. I'm going to seek out more of her stuff because I like this song a lot. And she also has been a songwriter. She also co-wrote Centuries with Fall Out Boy. I did not know that. Learned all kinds of things today. At least I did. Up next, JoJo. Remember her? With Leave, Get Out. Anyway, she's back with Lonely Hearts. Growing up, JoJo confuses me. Because I got used to her as like she heard her first #1 hit when she was 12. She just keeps releasing stuff. And she's growing up. And her music's growing up. But hearing it is just... Her voice hasn't changed that much. It's gotten a little deeper, maybe. But it still messes with my head for some reason. That's more on me. I put this in the OK file. More on me. Oh, yeah. From the mouths of idiots. Up next is Taylor Jansen with Devotion. I don't know much about Taylor Jansen, but she's from Winnipeg, which got my attention, because I love Winnipeg. I mean, I've been there once, but it was for 4 days, and I had a nice time. But yeah, this is good. I like it. Some good old alty pop rock sort of thing. Yeah. I also like, Phoebe Bridgers, I guess, is one comparison. Soccer Mommy, but more of an edge to it. But it's Canadian edge. But yeah, this goes in the OK file. Bordering on good. Up next, Stephanie Potri and Straight to You. The ladies are representing so far today. Raja, JoJo, Taylor, and now Stephanie. This is a good song, too. It's short and simple and to the point. Man, this playlist is going along greatly. Nothing could derail it at this point. What's next? It's Keith Urban. Fucking Keith Urban. Can we all agree that the last name Urban is terrible for a country singer? That'd be like a metal guy calling himself Angus Small Towns Person. I don't know. You get what I'm saying, though, right? This is bad. And modern country bad, though. So if you like modern country, it's not bad. I do not care for modern country. Either make it super weird, or super old, or GTFO. With some exceptions. Up next, AWOL Nation and Weezer with Pacific Coast Highway in the movies. It's a good AWOL Nation song, and it also, by adding in Weezer, mainly Rivers Cuomo, you could almost mistake it for a Weezer song, really. It's not bad. So yeah, this goes in the OK file. Up next is Mod Sun. You may remember him from Dating Bella Thorne and Stay Away. It sounds like Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, he's in the song, but it sounds like a Machine Gun Kelly song anyway. Maybe that's just because he's in it and I know his music more than Mod Sun, but I said the only thing I knew about Mod Sun before hitting play on this was he dated Bella Thorne for a while. And I only know that because I follow Bella Thorne on Snapchat and Instagram. And look, we're not here to talk about me following Bella Thorne on social media. Is she on this playlist? Anyway, how about some music from Victoria Monet with Dive? This is kind of a sun-drenched... this is kind of the California section of the playlist, I guess. Started AWOL Nation, but yeah. This sounds like some California pop. Put the top down. Cruise. Listen to this. can almost feel the sunlight on me. Yeah, that or that's these lights I bought. Once again, lighting provided by the clearance section of Menards. Anyway, time for some Little Got It with Future and Little Keyed I Keyed with Yeah Yeah from the album Hood Baby 2. 2 Hood, 2 Baby. So, it's a rap song. Sounds like a lot of current rap songs. I'll have that kind of sound, you know what I mean? Well, you know what I mean if you hear this. It'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds like another song. And, you know, cleaning the air vents on the bottom of my computer screen is seemingly slightly more interesting. Once again, it's a song I feel like I've listened to before, but I have not. Up next is Loner with 24 Karat Golden and Lit, a song about the band. They were their own worst enemy. It is not about the band Lit. It's lit in the mosh pit. I've only been to one rap concert. I don't remember there being a mosh pit, but is that a thing? I had no idea. Yeah, it's kind of ordinary, but I'm confused now. Anyway, up next is Asher Roth with Lil Yachty and Way More Fun. It's a song with an interesting message. In the beginning, instrumentation made me think it was a They Might Be Giants song for a moment, which was weird because it's an Asher Roth song. But yeah, I'm going to give it the ordinary treatment, I guess. Up next is Nick Lang and Walking Home. It's a British-sounding pop rockish song. It's kind of mediocre, so I put it in the mediocre file. I'm fighting back a yawn, because it's not that interesting. But I don't know. There's just something about his voice that tells me maybe not completely forget about him. Up next is Sean Wasabi with Kennedy, with an I at the end, and Lemons. It's 2 songs about lemons this New Music Friday. Interesting song by the point of view of somebody at a wedding who's mad that the person the guy's marrying doesn't match up to her standards, according to wedding. Also, it feels like it's rejected music from the Wii Shop, or the Wii U Shop, which is kind of weird. So, yeah. Not exactly 100% on board, but it's a decent song. I think it's the background music sounding a bit like the Wii U store music, so I put that in the okay. Up next is Chelsea Peretti. I love her comedy. Anyway, the song's called Chore. I'm very confused by this song, because it's by Chelsea Peretti with Chica, although I think Chica is doing all the singing, because I don't hear Chelsea Peretti in the song anywhere. But it's from a 5-song EP that Chelsea Peretti put out. So I'm very confused. Because I was interested in it being Chelsea Peretti, but other than, you know, the voice, I am so confused right now. I don't like it. I'm going to put it in bad just because I have no idea what's going on here. I'll have to come back to that later. Because, like I said, I like Chelsea Peretti. I love her comedy, but I'm confused. I tried reading the About section, which Chelsea submitted herself, and it makes no sense. So that was fine. Up next is Chloe Lilac and Moderation. I'm getting kind of a Heather Nova vibe from Chloe Lilac. Like, not necessarily sounding like Heather Nova, but that moment in alternative rock for women in the late 90s where they could get a little more aggressive, but not too aggressive. So, yeah, I like it. It's the okay file. So, yeah, that's interesting. Up next is Tom Grennan with Oh Please. This reminds me vocally a bit of... Oh, what was his name? He did Gavin DeGraw. I Don't Want to Be. It reminds me of Gavin DeGraw vocal delivery, but the music's very orchestral and swooshy. So, if that sounds interesting to you, give Tom Grennan a shot. Up next is Njomza. The song's called Bite. I can tell that. I can say that much at least. Based on the title and the album cover, I was thinking this is going to be a rap song by a lady. It is actually very average baby-making music type stuff. So, if you're looking to fill your baby-making music playlist with some new stuff, this should work, I guess. Because, you know, at some point, you're really not focusing on the playlist. If you focus on the playlist too much, then it kind of defeats the purpose, I would think. Up next is Ro James and Selfish. Again, very smooth, very safe, very made for intimate time, maybe? I don't know. It's serviceable R&B. And finally for today, Trouble in 2 Chainz. And you know what was a big crime on Comedy Central was the canceling of The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. And my favorite segment, one of my favorite segments on The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore was 2 Chainz Explains. Or 2 Chainz would come on and explain a complicated concept in simple language. But just the name, 2 Chainz Explains. I thought that was genius. Because he'd be like, "Hi, I'm 2 Chainz. And this is 2 Chainz Explains." I liked it. I miss 2 Chainz Explains. If he made that a YouTube show, I'd watch it. Maybe he has, I should check. Song gets the OK file. And that's day 4 of Spada Quarantine's Day. 20 more songs to go. We'll get to those tomorrow. So have a pleasant tomorrow. And the rest of today as well.